Hey, welcome back. So, of course, I ended the last episode by saying, I'll figure out what to do before the next issue goes public. And then the next day I went public, so... I guess we're back. Makes it easy. Let's get right into it. Issue 6. Blood in the Saltwater. In the Saltwater District. What voice? Nothing to do, Captain on shore leave. Captain on shore leave. I hate Sundays. Ain't even any stores to rob, because they're all closed. Maybe you can finally take some time to brush those teeth of yours. And maybe I ought to sharpen them on your skull, how about that? As if I'd let you put your mouth on me. Shh. You heard the captain. Patrol duty's on you tonight. What be I even patrolling? There's nothing here but garbage, same as always. Ye be looking for interlopers. Other crew fixin' to board our vessel. Oh, yeah. I bet they be hiding in the trash bags as we speak. Just do your job, would you? Else you're gonna be the one hiding in trash bags. Wait, did you hear that? Hear what? Ishmael, this be a phone. It has... how do you say background noise cancelling in pirate speak? There it be again. What's it sound like? Like some sort of wrestling. I'll go and check it out. At least it's some excitement. Be safe, you hear? So you do care about me? Maybe a little. Don't tell the captain. Cross me hard and hope to die. Who be there? Use this song in Echo, right? Yeah. Echo flashbacks. Before you die a most agonizing death, I want you to know. This is nothing personal. It's just business. Arrgh! Ishmael, you be there? Ishmael! I feel like I gave Ishmael Ahab's voice. It's too long ago. There we go. You can talk now, laddie. Ah, thank God. I thought you'd never take it off. Can't blame me for keeping that muzzle on ye. What with you yapping up a storm? Next time it's gonna be your turn, you know. Only if you catch me first. I've gotten pretty quick on my feet. Heh. Mayhaps we could turn the tables next time. Though I'd be afraid of crushing ye. That is a risk I'm willing to take. I recline on Ahab's chest, watching as he tosses the muzzle he'd brought aside. The first rays of sunlight are filtering in through the blinds, coloring his blue skin an orangish hue. I didn't know he'd been at it for so long. These hookups been getting a little more frequent as of late. At this point, they're a regular thing. I don't know why. Maybe I've just been stressed. I mean, a lot's happened. The city hall getting destroyed, Basil appearing, meeting Rosalie. It's all been a bit much. I thought Rule opening up to me would help, but all it's done is make me even more worried about his well-being. And Milo's been staring off into space all the time. Or maybe, just maybe, it's just been getting more frequent because the sex is good and Ahab's pretty nice when he's not being a criminal mastermind. My brain needs to learn things don't always have to be complicated. Are you falling asleep on me, lad? I hadn't even noticed I was beginning to doze off. I shake my head to try and clear the drowsiness. Yeah, you're comfy. I'm sure it ain't just that, lad. What be troubling ye? I shouldn't be talking about Glory Hound's business with Ahab, but I don't know how much longer I can keep the lid on either. It's just work stuff, I guess. I'm not really at liberty to say, you know. Occupational woes be getting you down a bit. It's not really the work itself, it's more animosity amongst crewmates. It's not so much animosity. Everything's just weird right now. Do you ever have to deal with... Nah, you probably can't say either for the same reason. Ahab pushes himself up a bit, holding on to me with one massive arm. He tips my chin up with his other hand and our eyes lock. As much as they can with his big head. Listen here, lad. At the end of the day, crewmates be people. And whether you like it or not, people can't toss their baggage overboard all the time. If you don't set a course, many don't even know which direction to sail in. And they all be wanting different things. 'Tis part of a captain's job to recognize the needs of his subordinates, weigh them against the mission, and act accordingly. There always comes a time when he needs to run a tight ship, lest it sink into the depths. Or worse, ye end up with mutiny. Believe me when I say I speak from experience, lad. I get what you're saying. I'm not really the leader of this outfit, though. Hound is. Being a leader ain't always about being in charge. Sometimes it be about taking charge when no one else will. You've got something precious you be protecting, aye? Yeah. Then follow your gut and act. Don't wait. I let myself sink into his embrace and let out a deep sigh. Thanks, Ahab. He leans over and plants a tiny kiss on my forehead. Don't mention. Ahab sits upright, and, big as he is, I naturally bounce off, clinging to the bed to keep myself on it. He leans over to the edge of the bed where his pants are, and he fishes his phone out of a pocket. They probably forgot their keys in the Zeman again. Or to the Zeman. He struggles with the tiny touchscreen for a moment before bringing it to his ear hole. I can hear what I assume is Polly squawking and screaming from here. I can't make out what he's saying, but it sounds frantic, panicked. More than usual, anyway. Slow down, laddie. What'd you just say? Ishmael's. His body tenses, his brow furrows, his brush-like teeth clench to the best of their ability. Are you sure, lad? Did you check for a pulse? He brings a hand up to his chin. No, he can't have. Right, hold steady, lad. Be right there. Do not go anywhere. He hangs up and drops the phone out of his hands. For a moment, he doesn't say anything. Then he slowly cranes his huge head in my direction, his brows furrowed, his smirk gone. Ishmael be. He clears his throat. Ishmael's dead. I don't have to worry about mixing their voices up. Morbid. Oh, I'm out of focus. Ugh. 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 There. Ahab's practically barreling through the water. I can barely keep up with him. He hasn't said a word to me since we left the apartment. Which is understandable. I can hardly believe it myself. Ishmael, dead? How? More importantly, why? There hasn't been a murder in the city since... I can't remember, actually. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. Not like we can get the authorities involved, what with this being gang business. The boss is gonna want to hear about this, at least. I fumble with my phone until I eventually just decide to handle it on my earpiece instead. Duskhound, why are you calling at this hour? The sun has only just risen. I'm not expecting you for another 4 hours. Unless you want to train early. Milo, thank God. Listen, wake up the Dawnhound and get to the Zoot Zeman. There's been a murder. There's silence on the other end of the line. You are serious? Yes. Please, come quick. We are on our way. What's keeping you, lad? Hurry up! Just called the boss. I had to let him know what's going on. Ahab stopped swimming. His expression is grim and I can't help but wince. Without me say so! The growl in his voice scares me a little. Yeah. Sorry. He grumbles and shakes his head, slumping. No, laddie. 'Tis just as well. No way I be solving this myself, and I shouldn't take me frustration out on ye. Dawnhound's pretty good at what he does. If you think he can help, he be welcome to try. He sighs. I feel responsible. Ishmael's me crew. I sent him out on patrol, for crying out loud. We'll find out who did this, Ahab. Aye, lad. Aye, we will. And when we do, I'm gonna tear him limb from limb. I put all of the energy my already sore and tired body has left into swimming after him. The streets are quiet this morning. There's some nocturnal fish, moray eels, cardinal fish, snappers, but not much else. They don't seem to pay too much attention to Ahab. Or my outfit, for that matter. I suppose Ahab being followed by folks in costume is a common enough sight for them. Good. The last thing we need is more trouble. As we near Zout Zeman, I can see the windows have been fixed from our scrap with them back in April. Even from here, I can hear a wail that gets right to my core. It suddenly stops when Polly notices us. The parrot tries to wipe at his eyes, but realizes his bubble helmet is in the way halfway through the motion and just relents, hanging his head. Next to me, I catch Ahab flinch. How hard not to, when faced with this. We exchange glances. I reach up and pat his lower back. I can only imagine how he's feeling. I'm right here with you, Ahab. You don't have to do this alone. Polly slumped over his table. The flexible bubble helmet smooshed so much it's touching his cheek. Where be? Where is he? Polly points to the section behind him, where he's pushed multiple tables together. Ishmael's laid out on top of them, and as we get close, I feel my breath catching in my throat. I've never seen a dead body before. I mean, I've been a dead body, but never... He looks pale, stiff. I touch his hand, cold as ice. Ahab curses under his breath. What happened? Polly sniffles. The mascara does little to hide the bags under his eyes. He was on patrol last night while I was cleaning here. He called me and all of a sudden he was screaming. I thought he was pulling my peg legs, so I went to check and I found him floating in the water. I carried him here. He wouldn't stop floating, so I had to get the nets and... Oh, Captain! The parrot all but flies straight into Ahab's arms, sobbing. Ahab puts an arm around him and simply holds him. Polly, it's alright. This is alright. Even I can tell he doesn't mean what he's saying. Ishmael was me. Yeah, we were at each other's throats all the time, but I was going to... He stops, continuing to cry. My heart hurts just looking at him. Polly, go home. Let me take care of this. That be an order. We can take it from here. Polly glances in my direction, registering my presence, but only just. I nod, but keep my head down. With all due respect, Captain, I can't. I'm not gonna. The parrot shakes his head and puts on a look of determination that feels more than a little forced. I shan't be taking a break until I break the neck of whoever did this. That why you brought the hound, Captain? To help look? I came along because I wanted to. Ishmael was no friend of mine, but I made a promise to the people of this city when I took this job. Thank you. I'm sure Ishmael would understand. Do you know how he... I can't even say died. It feels too surreal. Polly shakes his head. Nay, like I said, I just found him floating. We will determine cause of death together. Ah! How'd you get in here? The door was open. You were distracted. Where's the boss? He points behind him as Ruel comes swimming in. There's a scowl on his masked face, and his chest heaves with heavy, angry breaths. I should have known it would only be a matter of time before you took an innocent life, scoundrels. Prepare to taste my... Milo raises an arm, blocking Ruel from swimming past. At ease. Victim seems to be Saltwater Syndicate member, Don Hound. Oh. Ruel slumps. I'm sorry, I should have given more details. There is no need to apologize. Whether victim was friend or foe matters not. We will solve murder regardless. Milo turns to Ahab. I wish to examine him and perform autopsy. Do I have your permission, Mr. Ahab? You can do that? Yes? He says that like it should have been obvious. Don't we need to move him to land first? No. I am certified to perform autopsies underwater. That's... a thing? What aren't you certified to do? Fly plane. I have bad eyesight. Now, Mr. Ahab? Ahab looks to Polly, who responds with a curt, silent nod. Aye. Ye have my permission. Just... I will treat him with utmost respect. You have my word. As Milo rattles off a list of things he's going to need to Ahab, Ruel stands next to me. How did you find out? I was, patrolling the area. Without me? Yes. No. I guess what I'm saying is... I make eye contact with Ahab, who thankfully catches on. I be the one calling him. 'Twas not me first choice to reach out to use, but I still had his number from the gallery incident. Figured you'd be in tow as well. Oh, right. That makes sense. He doesn't sound entirely convinced. For the next few seconds, the only sound we can hear is Milo tinkering behind us. I'm lucky we're all underwater and wearing helmets right now, or he'd be able to smell Ahab's scent on me. Well, Regardless of what happened then, I praise your good judgment for getting us on the case.
Milo brushes us aside, a little briefcase in hand. I watch him kneel next to Ishmael. He checks his pulse, then cranes his head.
He is indeed deceased. Time of death, judging by state of body, approximately 3:30 at night. Any next of kin that must be informed of his passing? No. No, we were the only ones. Ah, my condolences. Thank you. What's wrong, Milo? He appears to be paler than corpse would normally be.
That's what I thought too. He beckons Ahab over, and very gently the two of them proceed to disrobe Ishmael until he's left in his underwear. Strange is the only word I can find for it. We all near his body and watch Milo work. It's scary how serene he is.
Most curious. What be it? Look at his body. What do you see?
But, jacket? What does that mean?
I kind of want to just save that to see what the different things are later. We'll go with his hand. Unless I just do them all.
What's that on his knuckles?
It looks like dried blood. Was it his? It does not look that way. Do you reckon he fought back?
Just like him. Never knew when he was outmatched.
I hope he gave him hell. I will take sample just in case. Okay, we just go through them.
There's a rather prominent tattoo on his belly. What's this? A treasure map on his treasure trail?
That is not why I asked. He's had that one since he joined up. Wanted to get inked like me, but didn't have the guts to go for a big one.
It suits him?
We were gonna get him a new one for his birthday, but... You know, I was thinking of getting a tattoo as well. Milo advised against it, though.
What kind of tattoo?
A phoenix. Ahem. Back to the matter at hand.
I look to his jacket, laid next to him on the table. Aside from the stains still there from the sauce from Mrs. De Bruyne's store, it's in pristine condition. If he was murdered, why doesn't his jacket have any blood on it?
You're right. Maybe they took off his helmet and he choked on land.
Negative. When I found him in the water, he was wearing his helmet, and it was still full of water.
He does not show any signs of asphyxiation or strangulation.
Hold on. I think I see something. Can I gesture for Milo to move aside, and when he does, I move Ishmael onto his side, pointing at his neck. There's a very small puncture there, right under where the collar of his helmet would have been. Almost like he got poked by a needle. Look, right here.
Ah, yes. I had noticed that as well. Wanted to rule out other possibilities first. So he was stabbed in the neck.
I hear Polly gasp.
Yes and no. Area around the wound is raised and red. And look here, scratch marks.
Meaning...
Redness and swelling indicates histamine response. Reaction to foreign substance most likely introduced to body through injection site. He tried to claw at wound. Was alive when it happened. At least at first. You're saying he was drugged?
No. Drained.
What do you mean, drained? Like someone took his blood?
Body is already far colder than expected after estimated time of death, even for Cuda. And there is unnatural pallor we have already discussed. I would have to perform thorough autopsy to make sure, but preliminary signs points to exsanguination as cause of death.
Exsanguination?
Loss of all blood in body.
I know that, but as in what vampires do?
Vampires are myth, Hound.
We watched a man turn invisible just earlier this year, Milo.
Histamine response is likely due to anticoagulants and other proteins commonly found in mosquito saliva.
Ahab's hands ball into fists. Mosquito, you say? Are you sure? But there's no blood. And the puncture's so tiny.
You are correct. Killer was extremely precise.
Mosquitoes don't need to drink blood, though. There are plenty of synthetic alternatives on the market.
Don't need to, yes. They still can.
But even a hungry mosquito wouldn't drain all of a person's blood.
Maybe we're not dealing with an ordinary mosquito. Milo reaches into the little suitcase he's been carrying and pulls out something small, metallic and shiny. A scalpel. If seeing internal organs makes you uncomfortable, I suggest you leave room.
We all look around as if to base our reaction on what everyone else is doing.
None of us walk out.
He lowers the scalpel to Ishmael's neck, right next to the puncture wound.
You gotta focus again? Frickin' camera, what are you doing? Just stay, please.
Cool. It scratches the Barracuda's skin. Before he can make an incision, a rattling gasp sounds from underneath the blade. We stand there, frozen, as Ishmael's eyes snap open and he grips the edge of the table. Milo pulls back the scalpel and the Barracuda writhes in the nets, holding him in place. His eyes dart around the room as wildly as a storm of bubbles escapes his mouth. What the hell? Milo, is this supposed to happen? Get me the fuck out of here!
It is most assuredly not.
Ishmael! You yet live!
Ahab's expression threads the needle between horrified and ecstatic.
The heck's it look like? I mean, yes, Captain! Ishmael!
I'm bowled over as Polly rushes towards us, throwing off his helmet in a smooth motion, his mascara leaving black trails in the water. He throws himself on top of Ishmael, locking his beak with the Barracuda's maw in an intense kiss. A very intense kiss. Ishmael seems flabbergasted at first, but eventually he wraps his arms around Polly and kisses back. When they pull apart, Ishmael finally reclines. Hopefully not eternally this time.
I thought you'd never let me put me mouth on ye.
And Polly looks like he wants to say something, but quickly realizes he can't breathe underwater, and makes a mad dash for his helmet. I can't make out everything he yells while he vents the water from it, but I pick up a few choice syllables.
And don't ye ever go out on your own again, mister. I'll be watching ye. Love you too, Paul. Phew, that was... almost made me forget I'm in me underwear?
We had to undress you for autopsy. Milo's words are half mumbled as he holds his scalpel aloft in a trembling hand.
What's an autopsy?
You were dead.
So you steal me clothes?
Milo, He was dead, wasn't he? Milo is shaking so much the water around him is rippling. I confirm time of death. There was no pulse. Complete loss of blood. Must be one of nature's miracles. This is no miracle. It should not be. I was this close to... He quietly lowers the scalpel and cuts through the netting, freeing Ishmael. The barracuda rolls off the table, scooping up his clothes and putting them back on in a blink. He stretches, then scratches at his neck. Color is starting to return to his scales. He looks barely worse for wear. God, this is bizarre. I can't help but feel a pit form in my stomach. I close my eyes for a second, hoping to maybe tune into that voice from before, back when I fell off the convention center's roof, but it's quiet. That's right. Someone tried to start shit with me. I decked him in the face. Then there was something, a pinch, and I got real cold and fell asleep. Asleep, lad? You sure? Bully fished you out from the canal. Dead as Davy Jones himself. Why did I appear back on the skyscraper while this just happened? Is there anything else you remember? There was a lady. What kind of lady, Ishmael? A bug lady, I think. With wings. A mosquito. I think so, Captain. I guess Milo's hypothesis was correct. I see Ahab flinch. A name, lad. Did you get a name? Afraid not, Captain. Last thing I heard was something about business. She sounded like she weren't from around these waters. You know who could have done it, Ahab? Let's just say I have me a couple of running theories. As do I. You do not seriously believe murder could have been perpetrated by vampire. This man came back to life in front of our very eyes, and nothing is off the proverbial table. I came back to life too. I can feel everyone's eyes on me. It's a long story. They'll pay. Vampire or not? Not vampire. So, they mentioned business. Does that mean you were attacked by a rival gang? There were a couple of them, so maybe. No uniforms, though. I didn't get to see much. It was dark, too, so... She doesn't. I mean, no gang moseys in on me territory and attacks me crew without expecting some payback. If we be knocking some heads together, I want to join, Captain. Aye, me as well. They can't know ye be alive, Ishmael. I'm going to have to do this with the Hounds. Aww. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this mystery. The boss clears his throat. Not so fast, Spot. Huh? We're champions of justice. We don't do the bidding of gangs, and we do not involve ourselves in turf wars. Ye be serious? Yes. We came here to investigate a murder. The murder has been... He pauses, tapping his chin with his index finger. Solved? Reversed. I wouldn't exactly call it solved. We can't just go around joining up with the very people we're sworn to fight. In all fairness, we've not pilfered a thing recently. That's true. Dawnhound, do you really think we should just let a dangerous group like this go? I'm not letting the urgency of this mission change who we are, Spot. We will investigate the matter, but we will do so on our own. With all due respect, Dawnhound, If this is what they did to Ishmael, we might be in big trouble if we take them on alone. And this is for the city as much as it is for people who, in this case, are simply civilians, victims. I find myself in agreement. Dangerous group like this left unchecked could lead to dire consequences for entire Shippersburg. You will die if you fight them alone. But to fight side by side with... Ahab simply smirks. This goes against our code. I simply cannot allow it. Why is he being so stubborn about this? Doesn't he see that it's better to work together? So, what do you suggest we do then? I'll come up with a plan. I always do. I groan. Is this what Ahab has to deal with every time his crew doesn't see eye to eye? I recall our conversation from this morning. Look, we're dealing with a very dangerous group of people, and we need all the help we can get to figure this out. Ahab has a responsibility towards his subordinates, and he's gonna go after them whether we help him or not. Right? Ye best believe it. I'll not stand idly by while my crew gets attacked. On me honor as captain, I swear I'll kill all whoever did this to Ishmael. So, how about this? Both Ahab and Rule eye me quizzically. The Glory Hounds partner up with the Saltwater Syndicate to defend their honor and to investigate the threat against the people of the city. I raise my hand before Rule can protest. And in exchange, Ahab and his gang give up their criminal activities. We what? Ahab is quiet for a bit. He want us, the most feared gang in all of Shippersburg, to go on the straight and narrow. Yes. Very well. Fucking... Why? Why does it keep unfocusing? Why? You. Stay. 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 What? What? You'll give up crime. If we catch the killer, we'll give up crime. For a week. What? I don't think so, Ahab. Alright then. What be your counteroffer, Hound? A whole year at least. 2 weeks. 6 months. 3 weeks. And you gave me one of those grappling hooks. 1 month, and your crew joins the annual Scrub Shippersburg Sheep's Wrecked? I don't know what that means. Sheep's Wrecked? Like a ship's wreck? I don't know. Event. A final offer. Fine. You drive a hard bargain, but we have ourselves a deal. I'm not really sure what just happened, but I guess that worked. How do I know I can trust you? What do you take me for? Rule shrugs with a smirk. Master criminal? Just 'cause I'm good with me hands don't make me a liar. And wearing this mask doesn't make me blind. I've got my eye on you. I swear on me flag, you have me word. I hear Polly and Ishmael gasp. Oh, the captain swore on his flag. He says it's like it's more impactful than Ishmael dying. And you have mine. Very well. You can go ahead and start investigation. I will be in contact from base later. I'll meet you back here at dusk, Hounds. Don't be late, or I'll be leaving without ye. Are you guys gonna be okay? Not until we catch the crook who did it. And that sounds like a good place to end this episode. Yeah. Good start.
I wish my camera would stop unfocusing on me for no reason, randomly. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.